Aloha. Welcome to Church of the Holy Cross, United Church of Christ in Hilo, Hawaii. I'm Eric Anderson. I'm the pastor here, and you are welcome for just a few moments of song and reflection and of memory. Today, especially of memory. The song today is one that I have sung on these Wednesdays before, but it wasn't since last April. And there's a bit of a story behind it, and there's a reason why I chose it today. It's called Stone of Help, and it refers to an occasion in 1 Samuel chapter 7, where there is an attack upon the people of Israel. These are the days before they had any kind of a monarch. And they were able to turn back the invaders. So the prophet Samuel took some stones and piled them up. We might call it a cairn, or in Hawaiian, an ahu. But he called it an Eben Etzar. We usually render that in English as Ebenezer. Curious that the name Ebenezer ends up with Scrooge, because in Hebrew, Eben Etzar is a stone of help. And this pile of stones was there to celebrate the help that they had received in turning back their enemy. Well, on Veterans Day, there's definitely some appropriateness to that, because some of what makes up the stones of our national existence is the service, the dedication, and yes, the sacrifice of our veterans. But it's also important to remember that a stone of help was erected in a time of peace to recognize the end of war. It's a celebration of the conversion of soldiers into veterans, of their entry into a different life, one that does not involve a lot of strangers attempting to kill one another. I was originally asked to bring a song for a Memorial Day occasion. This was the song that came out because I couldn't actually think of one. There's some reasons for that. There is in Jewish tradition the custom of placing the small stones upon the grave sites, particularly the headstones of your loved ones. I don't know whether that custom comes from this particular scriptural text. One of these days I've got to ask one of my friends amongst the rabbis. What I do know is how important that custom is. And so a stone of help is also a stone of memory. This year in Hilo, 27 of our veterans who had been residents at the Yukio Okutsu Veterans Home died from COVID-19. Others, also veterans, have died of COVID-19 elsewhere in the country. If you follow the Faces of COVID Twitter account, today you'll see a lot of faces of those veterans. So a stone of memory is especially appropriate, I think, for today. Well, that's more than enough talking, because what I promised you was a song. Here it is, Stone of Help. Samuel raised an Ebenezer, he raised a stone of help, when his people were preserved from the powers of war and death. So people place their stones today to honor those they've known, and all those souls who've shared this life and called this earth their home. Place a stone for memory, a stone of help create. Recall to us the love we've known and what love yet awaits. Love like stone seems tiny, yet builds planets out in space. Living stones are we, made of dust and grace. Samuel raised an Ebenezer out of the bones of earth to celebrate the end of war and give to peace its worth. With our stones today, Lord, we pray that you'll console your planet with your justice and peace for every soul. Samuel raised an Ebenezer, a stone upon a stone, at the summit of the hill where its shadow fell alone. He raised it on this stony planet, spinning around the sun. Samuel raised an Ebenezer, remember everyone. Place a stone for memory, a stone of help create. Recall to us the love we've known and what love yet awaits. Love like stone seems tiny, yet builds planets out in space. Living stones are we, made of dust and grace. We are living stones. We are made of dust and grace. May your Veterans Day be blessed with memory, but also with gratitude for the presence of these veterans who went and came home. And we are grateful. And let your Veterans Day be filled with memories for those who went and came home and have since gone. Let your Veterans Day be a stone of help. This Friday, the community concert returns at 6:00 p.m. via Aleutian Standard Time. For those of you still coming to terms with the time change elsewhere in the USA, sorry, you're just going to have to cope. I have no solution for this except abandoning the whole silly practice, but that's my advice. I'll just leave it there. So 6:00, community concert. And of course, on Sunday morning at 10 a.m., worship from right here in the sanctuary of Church of the Holy Cross. Next Wednesday, I'll be back with another live song. Until then, be well, be joyful, and may there be for you a stone of help. Aloha.